Majesty Donald Trump turned into so much more than just a lunch. Why they decided to allow cameras into this meeting, I have no idea. This is the kind of conversation that would typically be held between people wearing hospital bracelets.
Okay, so haha, mental health.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
but also rapper T.I. says this about Kanye: "I refuse to associate myself with something so vile, weak, and inconsiderate to the effect this has on the greater good of all our people. At one time, it was a pleasure to work alongside you. Now, I'm ashamed to have ever been associated with you." So I take your point that Kanye West was there for himself. He wasn't trying to say that I'm speaking for all of the people. But why is it that others feel like he was speaking for the African American community?
I think anytime you take a risk to support somebody, and especially if I think he generally has an affection for the President of the United States, which is fine. You're going to have people that are going to attack you. It's just the way we do business in this country now. Kanye has every right to say and do whatever he wants to do. I don't have to agree with it. I don't have to support it, but he has that right. Just like I have the right to be excited about meeting Lou Ferrigno. Right. He has the right to be excited about Donald Trump. And their meeting, they will have, where it goes from here, we don't know. Maybe that opens the door to something, maybe it doesn't, but he has every right and I support him. And if it wasn't a great speech or whatever, it wasn't there, but the media was there eating it up. And that's the problem, just so people can make comments like that. But,
yeah,
you know,
and Ellen DeGeneres, so just as a comparison, when Taylor Swift said that she was, asked all of her followers to go out and vote, said she was going to vote for the Democrats, Ellen DeGeneres tweeted this: "Sometimes you can shake it off, other times you have to speak up, sending you so much love and respect, Taylor Swift." I mean, if Kanye West had said something derogatory towards the president, or that was not complimentary, or that he would have maybe had a different reception.
I think we just live in a time where everything is convenience to how I feel. If you do something I don't like, I'm going to attack you for it. But if you do something that I like and I can piggyback on, then I'm going to praise you for it. And although Kanye showed unabated love for the president of the United States, and maybe that bothered some people, Taylor Swift was a little more, yes, she's supporting the Democrat, but she was kind of like, just register the vote. She was more of like, just let's get involved.
Yeah.
And I think that was a little lighter, so you can't really compare the two, but the fact that we're trying to compare the two.
And it all happened in this 1 week. I didn't even get a chance to talk to you about the UFC, which I'm going to talk to you about in the commercial break, because you're going to stick around for something you'll really like. Our own canine companion's pup, Spike, you know him, he went tailgating with Buffalo Bills fans. You got to see this. You got to meet one of the captains of the team who shares a name with Spike's namesake. Out, it's our Daily 3. First up, FBI employees stationed in nearly 6 cities across Asia sent back to D.C. as the agency investigates allegations they were partying and interacting with prostitutes. Can't do that. Next up, Facebook unfriends fake news, a social media site deleting nearly 800 accounts and pages recently. Facebook says the accounts were flooding users with political spam, and no one likes that. And last, the death penalty is abolished in Washington state. The Washington Supreme Court striking it down and calling it racially biased, the 20th state in the U.S. to do so. Okay, Daily Briefing executive producer Jennifer Williams took Spike to her hometown of Buffalo and honored her late brother in a very special way. Watch this.
He was a special kid. He's just special. He always will be. I miss him terribly. Soon after the accident, there's a Kyle Williams on the team. I think he was named after my son. My daughter's very excited about seeing Kyle Williams of the Buffalo Bills, and we'll tell them about our Kyle. Okay, there he is.
Hey, everybody.
There he is.
Hello.
Hi.
How are we doing?
Good. I'm Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. I'm Kyle. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
This is my mom.
Hi, Mom.
Diana Foster.
I just saw
Miss Diana, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, ma'am.
We're waiting for you tomorrow.
Mark, Kyle Williams, good to see you.
New quarterback.
Yeah.
Cute little guy.
The cute little guy.
Yeah.
I'll let you make those determinations for me. I'm glad we could get you in a good jersey rather than that cute quarterback's jersey.
My brother, his name's Kyle Williams.
Yeah.
And you are just a huge inspiration to my family. I mean, you're an inspiration, I think, to all of Buffalo. But what it would mean to him when he was in the hospital in the last couple of years of his life, everyone was like, "Did you know Kyle Williams? Are you related to Kyle Williams?" Or
I hope that he said yes.
Yes, we used to call him my brother, Spike, growing up. So in honor of my brother, I'm raising a dog for Canine Companions for Independence, and then hopefully he gets paired with someone that needs him.
You never know who you may or may not affect, who you may or may not be around, or even people that you don't meet
that they have a connection or something like that. So it's really, really awesome to hear that. I'm so glad you guys are here and share that with me. It's really, really cool. You want to snap a pic?
Yeah. Can we get a group
Let's do
shot?
it. Hopefully
you.
tomorrow goes well.
Yep.
That two quarterback throws the
Yep.
touchdown.
Definitely.
Good old Spike. Tyrus, you know Spike, and
Very well.
it's really wonderful when sports stars will open themselves up to meeting people. It means a lot to them.
Yeah, actually, that was one of the most things I was most proud of. A part of being the WWE is that I was always a part of Make-A-Wish and doing the stuff in the schools and the hospitals and meeting people. And a lot of times, it's really humbling when you're thinking about all the many problems. You're like getting ready for your match and paying your bill, like all the stuff that goes in your head. And then somebody who's just happy to be here comes in and tells them that you inspire them to get up in the morning. It's always a speech, and I giggled a little bit when he was thanking them, because it's always so humbling to say thank you to someone that you mean so much to, that you kind of look at yourself in the mirror like maybe things in your life aren't so bad, that when you're
Right, and it inspires you in turn. Of course, there's Spike. In the group shot, Spike looked away. We got to work on that, but he's a good dog and doing very well. All right, up next, how one runner is being recognized for breaking down barriers. Made Justin, the first ever professional athlete with cerebral palsy, signed to a contract. Justin had previously worked with the company to design a shoe that is easier for athletes with disabilities to put on. His dream is to one day complete a half marathon in under 2 hours. So congratulations to him. I will see you on the 5. I hope everyone has a very good weekend, another busy week. We love having you here at the Daily Briefing. Thanks for joining us, everyone.